Servus from the Pain Cave, and good evening everyone from Vienna, from sunny Vienna. It's getting warm in here in my Pain Cave, and wait, I will remove one of my AirPods and I can hear me better. I hope you're all well. Let me know. Look, why did I lose the pacer? No, oh good. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know where you're watching from, and also if you're racing tonight, or maybe you already did stage 4 of the SISU Pinkki Tour, which we're gonna face tonight, the individual time trial. And yeah, normally I like TTs, but this is pancake-flat, sorry, and that's gonna be hard for me. Hello mate, how are you doing? So I'm warming up 15 minutes ago until we roll off the start ramp, the virtual start ramp. And yeah, there's a lot to lose today, I fear, for me. This is not really suiting me too well. Still need to get my energy gel in my body. Let's go for that now. Not my favorite. First time I'm trying these energy gel 45 with 65 milligrams of caffeine from Endurance Mango. That's the taste of mango? I'm not sure. Oh, one of the competitors is here, Pollock from SISU Racing. Wow, that's really not good. Damn. I really like the power bar gels the most so far. Well, let's get it down the body, down the throat. Oh damn, is it already finished VO Tuesday? Didn't it start at 18? But there's more time slots now, right? So looking forward to also racing VO Tuesday again. Let me know how it went. It's a really cool series and really enjoyed that like 2 weeks ago, I believe. So just finishing my gel, and then we will look into what is to expect from today. So heart rate is really high today. I hope that's just the excitement. But I had less volume last week. I felt fresh yesterday for stage 3 of Zwift Racing 4x4. Could get my heart rate up to 195. Haven't seen that in a long time, so I just hope my body is fresh and my heart rate is just dancing a lot, very flexible and bouncing up and down. So let's dive into hi Rogier. Sorry if I pronounce your first name wrong. Guess it's Rogier. I think you're ahead of me in the GC. Let's first start with the action, or the overview of all the stages. So we are at stage 4 today, beach island loop, 2 times 2 laps, total of 25.6 kilometers, and a total of only 98 meters of elevation. So this is almost pancake-flat. There's no real gradients, just a few short risers. Just coming out of the underwater area, and yeah, that like Italian villages area, and yeah, so just really easy, really flat. And it's gonna be hard for me with 60.5 kilograms, so I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do today. I'm motivated. I did some TT tests the last 2 weeks, some training, and yeah, I hope I can find a good rhythm today, go for the negative split, and not lose too much time. So here, a bit more detailed. You can see the route. So we are starting in downtown Watopia, then do a lap of the Volcano circuit, and then go down via Dirty Sorpresa, where I'm riding right now here. You'll see it in a second. So up the Dirty Sorpresa, then to the Jarvis bridge sprint, and then back to Italian villages, and yeah, that underwater area, and back to downtown Watopia. And this 2 times. So let's see how that's gonna play out today. I would have wished for, thanks Miguel. Yeah, no, I'm more like Eulalia today, losing 5 minutes to the best. Unfortunately, I'm not Ipogana who can push, I don't know, 450 watts for 45 minutes. So let's check out the GC ahead of today's stage. So I'm sitting in 8th place, which is amazing, but you can see the gaps are really small, and yeah, I dream of holding on to that top 10 spot today, but that's gonna be really hard and almost impossible, I fear, because there's some really big hitters just behind me with Fran, Thomas Nielsen. Magnus Nielsen already set a really strong time today, so he's gonna overtake me 100% sure, and also some others really strong guys. So if you guys already did the TT today, fastest time so far is the French guy Strava Segments. He set the time of, I think, 32 minutes 7 seconds, and Magnus Nielsen did a time, I will show you. Here we have it. Magnus Nielsen set a time of 32 minutes 27 seconds with an average of 5.3 watts per kilo at 73 kilograms. And yeah, this is what you can see here. For example, Chris Dykey, also 5.3 watts per kilo at 60 kilograms, but he still lost 1 minute 16 seconds. So yeah, even if I have like triple diamond legs today, I will lose at least 2 minutes, at least. Because that's something I am kind of looking for, like what Rasmus and Fundland did, just below 35 minutes, 4.8 watts per kilo. I think that's something I can do as well, hopefully. They're also around my weight. And yeah, that means I'm gonna lose 3 minutes today. So if I can execute the plan, hopefully. So for that I still need good legs. Last couple of TTs I did, here you can see the start list. Let's check that really quick, and then I'll show you my last couple of TTs. So there's some really fast guys. Oh, that's what we need. Sari Pritchard, Daniel, Shamrosik is here. So they're gonna set a really fast time. And yeah, I'm gonna lose definitely 3 minutes or more to the fastest guys today. And that's gonna really hurt my GC hopes. But yeah, anyway, we're still gonna send it and hope for the best. And yeah, you can see I'm pretty far down here. So I don't know, what is that, like 20 guys ahead of me. So if I can finish somewhere in my heat, in my time slot, within the top 20, that would already be a good result. Thanks, Remco. Good luck to you as well. Remco definitely has some better chances. His 20 minutes is not far off mine. 4.7 watts per kilo. But with 353 watts, so like higher weight, that's gonna suit you definitely better than me. So 6 minutes to go. But yeah, I won't complain. Like, there is stages that suit me. There's climbing stages where I can, where I will be in favor. So that's how it is. So we gotta limit our time loss today and do the best we can. Let me also show you my TT trainings before. So that was last week when I did the Zwift TT Club, 19 kilometers with an average of 4.6 watts per kilo. But that was also like already after an hour of zone 2 riding, and a week ahead also 4.6 at 16 kilometers. So 4.8 is gonna be huge if I can make it, but I feel rested, I feel motivated, and I feel like I can do better than 2 weeks ago. So I will try to settle down, start with 4.7, see how it feels, and then hopefully in the second lap I can go a bit faster and go for that negative split, because that's what we want. Chris is also here in our pan today. He's gonna be, I reckon, our strongest guy, since he's got a 20-minute PB of 4.8, and he's at more than 80 kilograms. So that's gonna be good for him today. All right, 4 minutes to go. Thanks, guys. Oh, let's see. Remco, I think you can do well. But just do your best. But I'm sure it's gonna be close. Either you're ahead or you're very, very close. But we're gonna see with the flat TT what's gonna suit better. All right. Thanks, Peter. And thanks, Juha. Eurovision was super cool. Gonna tell you more about that after the race. But it was an amazing experience. Last Wednesday it was already. And I really loved it. It was so cool to experience that live. Amazing show. Really cool artists. But let's talk about that after the race. And also final show was really exciting. All right, 3 minutes to go. Not sure if I got the right warm-up in. I'll have some tunes in my ears today to hopefully be motivated. And what I also like to do today, I need to kind of improvise that a bit. In TTs, I always like to have Zwiftpower live screen, because that also gives you some details about your average pace, like watts per kilo, because unfortunately you can't show these live stats or ride stats during TTs. What I don't understand, I really love these, to just see like average speed, average watts per kilo. That really kind of helps me. I mean, of course, you also know, like, if you watch your average watts where you're around, but I'm just more about the watts per kilo here on Zwift. So you can't see that, but with the Zwiftpower live standings, you can. So I'm gonna use that on my phone today to hopefully get some additional information. Also to see how far behind I am, how far behind the leader. Yeah, that's really dumb why they have like this difference here. All right, so let's jump into the action. Let's hope I'm on the right screen here. And prepare the right equipment. That's also important for today. We need Scott Plasma. That's my fastest TT bike. All right, 50 seconds to go. We are all set up. And yeah, I hope you cannot hear the ride-ons as loud as last week, so I tried to reduce the volume a bit. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's get ready for that effort. 35 minutes. Good luck, everyone who is also racing. 20 seconds. And then I'll just need to find my rhythm. Yeah, that's true, yeah. All right. Let's go. Oh shit. What was that? Okay. Oh, here is Roger. I'll try to do this a lot standing. Curtis Drupp, the leader, after stage 3. Fast start. Oh, now you have ride stats. That's cool. That's new. Oh, steering is on too. Good to know. So it's gonna also be super important. Oh, it's really hot. Pace feels good. I just hope not starting too fast. I tried a negative split, but I'm too motivated. But I aim for 4.8 for the full TT. Chris is starting strong. Oh, steering. So hard to forget. Hurts. Thanks, Kaz. I have resistance delay. That's annoying. If my shifting is 5 seconds delayed. 42 seconds already behind the leader. We'll try. Why is Goosen so slow? It's pushing way more. What is Nissan doing? We already overtook him a while ago. Need to spin my legs. Trying. Hi, Stephen. Okay, one more of this. Halfway. Resistance. It's annoying. Oh. It's tough. Yeah. Oh, Matt is strong. Let's go, Matt. Ah, missed him. 2 minutes behind the leader. Struggling. Yeah, I'm fighting. 8 minutes to go. Thanks, Florian. I was hoping my heart rate would go down. If I stand, not today. Okay, one last banger. The final 3 minutes. Thanks, Alistair. So hard. So hot. Bye bye, Guruso. That's for you. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Good job, Mathieu. Gott Sörensen. I'll tell you more about him later. Good job, Chris. Top 10. And Mathieu, also very good job. Oh, thanks guys, that was... Whew. Thanks, Juha. I got him, that was my motivation. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, please. Thanks for your support, guys. Oh, that was tough. 4.8, but I think I was pretty close to 4.9. Shambrosic, as expected, taking the win for Siri, ahead of Siri Pritchard from Road to Bonk. A good job, guys. Another strong result for Steven and Adam's squad. Oh, shit, I started a bit too hot, definitely. Was too excited. Oh, Curtis Trurup lost 1 minute 45 seconds. He was the leader ahead of today's stage. But yeah, these two guys absolutely smashed the time so far. So Strava PD, the French guy, was the fastest so far with 32 minutes 7 seconds. And yeah, they were more than 30 seconds faster. And Magnus Nielsen had a time of 32 minutes 27, so they even smashed his time by almost a minute. Moreno in 4th. Ratzil 7 from Road to Bonk. And Chris in 9th place, super strong. He's a really big gun, 381 watts, massive, really strong time. Alain, Thomas Nielsen, Mark McKinnon, Ivason. Just had a chat with him yesterday, and seeing his weight, I knew he will also smash it. 391 watts, also incredible. Goosen, super strong. Mathieu, great pacing. He had me there in the second lap, so couldn't keep up. I wanted to hold the 290 watts, but yeah, 289 is also good. Definitely couldn't do my negative split. I just started too hot, but yeah, still happy with 289 watts. That was a lot more than I had in the training TTs I did, so can be absolutely happy. Kalle Karen, so it was always a close fight. He was always a few seconds behind me. I'm glad I could keep the distance. That was also important mentally. Whew. And McPherson, another Road to Bonk rider. Warlock, some SISU Racing guys. Martin, 23rd. Marty in 27th. Jess, 30th place. Oh, Luke was also there, cool. Luke Walton was also racing today, 33rd. Oh, Remco, 36th place. Oh, yeah, I thought he will be 30 ahead with his, I guess, 75 kilograms. So I was wrong there, but still also good effort with 4.3. Oh, Linus. Thanks, Linus. Same to you. I hope I didn't miss any other messages. Always feels like you don't care when someone writes you. Now I can also not connect my stupid app. That was a tough TD. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wanted to be below 35 minutes. So sorry, Linus, if you see that. I cannot connect my app. Maybe with my other phone. Always using my old phone. And probably there's some update. Then you cannot connect your companion app. Stupid. Oh, that was tough. I was fighting really hard. And my heart rate is so high since yesterday. I really hope it's because I had like less volume last week and I'm just kind of a bit fresher. After, I think since February, I did like at least 12 to 15 hours like every week. And last week I only did 9 hours on the bike. And yeah, I hope that this kind of gave my body a bit of rest. and I could. The light is kind of bad since we have sunshine outside, so sorry when I was a bit dark today. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Let's quit the right so we can analyze the data. I mean, yeah, it was definitely faster in the first half that we can see here. But yeah, last 2 kilometers I absolutely sent it. It was alright, but still. Oh wait, I need to. Oh, it should be fine. Should be fine. Wanna have the result. Maybe that one. So yeah, the steering was a real surprise. I didn't expect that at all. So for everyone, we're still racing that tonight, Steven. Make sure to steer. I'm really glad someone wrote it in the chat, like right at the beginning. Else I would have probably not realized it. Because when you're in the zone during the TT, you just probably don't even notice that someone is steering ahead of you, because you could think that it's like automatically. That was tough, and I couldn't really stand up today. That was the only thing I really struggled. Like, I couldn't really find a rhythm standing. Let's see if let's take a slower one. 159. Oh, Beach Island Loop. We just did that. Still good job, Remco. You had your moment of glory yesterday. That was really amazing in the final sprint. And yeah, I mean, you could probably see it in my TT. Like, I like it when I can, change my rhythm. It's really hard for me to keep like that steady pace. I like some attacks. I like some hills where you can accelerate. Then you have a downhill section where you can recover. So that's what I normally prefer over such a flat TT. Other than it doesn't really suit me from my weight, but also from the way of riding that. But yeah. Alright, so let's dive into the stats. Do we already have a result? Let's check that first. We do. So 16th place, happy with that. And you can see, like last week I did 4.6 in a 19 kilometer TT, average heart rate of 180 today. Last week at 178. So I can be happy with the numbers, even though maybe if I started a bit more slow, I could have had more like in that second half. But still, I knew like when I come to the final 2 kilometers, I can absolutely send it. So probably I started a bit too hot, but still, I could hold it. There were a few moments where I really struggled, but most of the time it was fine. All right, let's remove those. We don't need the sprint numbers. So yeah, Shambrosic. Incredible, 426 watts. That's just insane. Siri Pritchard, also really strong with 425 watts. So these two guys absolutely smashed it today. And it seems they had a really close battle, just being separated by 0.5 of a second. So that's super close. But yeah, as I said, Chris really strong. Mathieu really strong. But yeah, that was also Mathieu is not too heavy. So we would have needed 1 or 2 more heavy hitters today for the Team GC, because seeing TZH, TEZH are really strong again today. Road to Bonk already have here 2 super strong guys with incredible times. Dragons already had some good times today. So yeah, the podium is gone, I believe, at this moment. We need to be like really lucky to get there. We still have a good fight with the Swedish Swifters, Thomas Nielsen and Linus Ivarsson. They said two good times, but Chris was faster than Nielsen. Linus was a bit faster than Mathieu, so let's see what is their like third best time. That was tough. Oh, at least I won the contest with the highest average heart rate. And yeah, I beat Sørensen. Fun thing, I will let you do the thinking, but I know that guy for more than a year. And even though like a year ago, it was supposed to be his younger brother, 15 years old, or even younger, according to his bio, when I once called him out in a video. Now it's like historic data, might look weird due to family household transfer. Like a year ago, it used to be his 15-year-old brother racing. It was exactly on my level. And I mean, he started with 42 kilograms, changed to 51. It's just a super sus guy. And I used to race him, I remember it exactly. There was Tour de Zwift last year. No, Zwift Games. Zwift Games. Queen stage, yeah, I remember that because he beat me. And I was like, oh damn, I lost to like a kid with 54 kilograms. Which was almost like my first ever win here. And ever since then I race him. And yeah, back then he used to be a 15-year-old kid. Then he should have changed like somewhere around this where he got heavier. He changed to his like older brother. And I mean the heart rate data is the same. And for like a 15-year-old kid to have a max heart rate of 170 something is a bit sus. And yeah, his older brother also only has max heart rate of 170, the same, and is kind of still as strong as I am. So yeah, that guy is just, and he's always as strong as I am. That's true, yeah, Zwift Games 2025. But I still remember that race really, really well. It was really cool. And I'm always with that guy, and since he's supposed to have changed with his older brother, I find it a bit sus that they're both same strong, exactly. We're almost every time like around the same position. So yeah, I would like to see more proof from that guy that it's not like probably like an older guy adjusting his weight so that he can kind of keep up with the front. Like here, I mean, went up to 54, 51. So bit sus. Oh, but yeah, I beat him, and that was a really big motivation for me at the end, seeing him ahead of me. And I just wanted to beat him, to be ahead of him, and that gave me that extra bit, those final 5 seconds. And 34:22 is definitely a lot better than I expected. Still losing 3 minutes to the winner, also as I expected. But Strombrosik was not part of the fastest pants so far, so he is not the GC leader. I think that could be Siri Pritchard now. Let me check that. 1 second. We gotta find the page. Let's see if it's already prepared. Then we will also dive into the other data. All right, SISU Pinkki. So 4 stages in, 3 to go, and we don't have the results yet. So you gotta stay a few more minutes with me here to find out who is the leader after 4 stages. So we've got a few guys we've already raced before. Straga BD, Rick Price from the Dragons, Nielsen from the Dragons, Chris Poole, Rasmus Allesø, Wandlen, and yeah, Let's check that very soon. Thanks, Gusen. I hope I will call you Gusen now. That's easier to pronounce. Hope that's fine. Thanks, mate. It was a good fight between us at the beginning. Then I just couldn't hold your wheel anymore. But I was wondering, like, is your TT bike probably just on level 1, stage 1? Because I felt like I was doing way less watts per kilo than you, but I was still going faster than you, which is a surprise since, let me check. Okay, you're around my weight. So, well, yeah, you still did 5.2 watts per kilo. And I mean, 5.2 is really strong, but I wonder why you lost so much time. You could be like close to that guy who is a bit heavier than you, but still, normally you shouldn't have lost so much time. So I assume you don't have the TT bike on level 5. I was 8th, Steven. So we'll definitely lose my top 10 position. Sorry guys, we'll just check all the messages now that I lost or missed. I mean, Shambrosik also beat Njal, so Shambrosik is a really strong guy. I have not heard of him before Zwift Games this year, but he seems to be not only strong but also legit. I think at least he has a photo with the national champion jersey, or not national champion, but like national team, and he's always winning. You can see it. He would probably also lead the GC if he would be racing all the prime time slots. He is really strong. So well-deserved winner, but yeah, super close with Sari Pritchard.
Ride on.
I mean, yeah, that was another thing. Like, I tried to sprint, but today, I don't know, I didn't have that for like since winter actually, that I had like resistance problems. Also now I'm shifting up. Wait, let's try that. And it takes like, see my cadence, it takes forever. I was shifting like 10 seconds ago and I still don't feel the resistance change. That's really weird. No, it doesn't work at all. At least in the TT it was just like delayed by 5 to 10 seconds always. Yeah, now I can, now I feel, yeah, you can see it. But my resistance is super delayed with the Zwift cock, and it takes forever to adapt, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, it was not too bad for that flat TT. That would have definitely been worse for a hilly TT. Okay, level 3. Yeah, not perfect, but I mean, you still had the watts per kilo, so you still got a good time for that for sure. But that makes sense then. That definitely cost you, I don't know, like 10, 15, 20 seconds probably. So yeah, I hope you're on your TT bike now to level that, because that's really crucial to have one TT bike on level 5. If I coach other people, or I'm afraid, no, that's not my thing. I also don't really have a plan myself. I just don't like the structured training. I like to do what makes fun for me. So I like to get on the bike, do some races, or if I'm riding outside, attack some KOMs. If the weather is fine, I go for 4-hour ride on a Sunday. And yeah, I just do what I enjoy. I try to do some structured training. Also now I tried it since I have like that outdoor race coming up in June, and I wanted to do that, wanted to prepare for that well. But already after a week I was like, no, I just hate that, like trying to find the routes, also outdoors, especially outdoors. I mean, for Zwift, it's a bit easier with the intervals and all, and the workouts. But outdoors, it's like, I hate it when you need to plan your route according to your intervals. And it's just, I don't enjoy that. Yeah, Uber-Fahrer, Uber driver did already miss second stage, I believe. So it seems he's only doing the Saturday stages. And yeah. That's good timing, Stephen. That will definitely help you. I'm just on the Scott Plasma, but I've seen like it's just like 4 seconds slower than the Cadex. And I'm just not willing to start all over again with the Cadex, so I'm always thinking like the Scott Plasma on level 5 will be fine as well for these TTs. These 3-4 seconds are not that crucial. Not fighting for the win here. You mean with Uber driver, Uber-Fahrer and me? Like I was just talking about him in the stream, since we also have him like on the list in our team as like a sus rider, very sus rider. And then he added my name to his biography in Zwiftpower. But I mean, I don't really care about these guys. Still, I think I want to have like legit guys to race against. In the end, it doesn't really matter also in that race if I get like 16th, 12th or 24th. I mean, I said it before, like that will affect me in the first 10 seconds after the race. But then life goes on, and this is not my job here to do well in Zwift races. So I like the challenge. I like to push myself. And yeah, like if it ends up like Sørensen, Buruso Sørensen, someone who pushes me in the end, maybe it's also good to have some like cheaters who just get more of out of your body, because that guy definitely motivated me. And if there's one guy that really annoys me, then it's him. Since I really don't trust that guy, and I'm really like 99% sure that that's not the guy who is behind that name. Which is, I think, it's alright if someone has like, yeah, some, I mean, yeah, I'm not, there's also like that thing about power pedals and everything. That's something that I really don't care about like at all, unless like people try to do like their best work with their equipment. But someone really faking their identity, that's something I feel really odd and really embarrassing, like that you, yeah, are not really standing or showing your real identity. I don't know. Maybe this is just like my opinion. You can have a different opinion, but that's my opinion, that if you race publicly here, then especially like, well, like if you end up like last place or in second half, then it also really doesn't matter. But if you're winning races like Uber-Fahrer, for example, I think you should give more like proof of yourself that you're a strong cyclist. But yeah, that's it to that topic. We're gonna check if the GC is already updated. Thanks, mate. He does, yeah, that's the thing. Like that's why I also don't stress about Uber driver, Uber-Fahrer too much. He's also, I think he's kind of goofing around, trying to make fun of us with like that thing. Also, like in a race, he wore our team jersey. Also, I think to kind of further annoy us. And yeah, that's alright. Like again, I think he's just trying to play some jokes or whatever, and I will not take him serious until he proves his real identity. So still no GC update as it seems, unfortunately. Probably because the race is still ongoing and not all of the categories are done yet. Steven, what's your plan for today? What's your pacing strategy? Will you also go for the negative split? Trying to? What's the watts per kilo you aim for? It's also so hard because, I mean, you see the profile here. There is some gradients, but they're not too steep, and I tried to always kind of increase the pace a bit when it was uphill. Also for the reason because I like to change my rhythm, but since the gradients of the climbs are not too hard, also the downhills are like not really steep, so therefore you should also still push it on the downhills, and that was definitely not ideal for me. I mean, I tried to keep the pace up in the downhills as well, but you should probably really here have a steady pace and not really send it too hard on the climbs, because I mean you could see it probably during the TT that my heart rate went up to 187, 188, which was pretty much my limit. So definitely too far in the red zone. But I don't know, I need that. It really drives me crazy to stay like at a steady pace, and I can't do that. I have to change my rhythm a bit. Sounds like a good plan. Hope you can execute that. Try to hold yourself back at the beginning. That's also something I failed to do. I was just too excited getting out of the pants. Let's check that data. But yeah, my heart rate was alright at the beginning. Like I really sent it there. Over 30 Sorpresa first time. I definitely went way too hard. You can see my heart rate was already up to 184. And probably that's where I killed myself a bit too much, because before that, I mean, the rhythm was fine. If I look at it now, I felt like it was too fast, because my average was, I think, above 300. But it was alright, but just here, I sent it a bit too hot, and it was hard to recover from that. I really had to reduce my pace. And yeah, from like second time up, 30 Sorpresa. Oh no, where are we? There's 30 Sorpresa. Oh, here. Okay, I mean, from that moment on, I was probably the whole time in the 180s heart rate. And I just really tried to hang on. And then final 2 minutes, I just absolutely sent it. I was a bit worried about my heart rate, but I was just hoping that, like yesterday, I can just go a bit over my normal max heart rate, and I could definitely do so with 195 beats per minute max heart rate at the end. So again, I hope that that's because I just gave my body a bit of rest last week. And yeah, all right. Need to adjust that. I think can do 10.5. Yeah. To have the accurate watts per kilo. I need to see if I can somehow connect that to my scale. Three minutes of 5.4 watts per kilo. I mean, I hope that that was at the end, also the 5.7, probably, because that's, else it's pretty much, like you really want to keep a steady pace for such a flat TT. Let's also check and compare the laps on Strava. When I ran so hot at the end. Did you also race? Postage? Or postage? Oh yeah, it was super hard. Okay, I mean 16 minutes 55 to 16 minutes 57. So no negative split, especially if you consider that I had like that sprint at the end. You can also compare that here. Let's check 30 suppressor. I mean 30 suppressor was definitely hotter in first lap, 327 watts. But what is interesting, I have the same time despite going with 16 watts less. All right. So yeah, I lost time throughout the lap. Like this is, so pink is first lap, black is second lap. So I lost some time until the flat before, yeah, like the final 2 kilometers, where I absolutely smashed it and made up some time. But yeah, I must say pacing was not great today. I should have started a bit more, yeah, steady and not send it too hard. But it's so hard if you're motivated, and I felt really good, and I also felt like I can keep that pace, I can hold it, but no, I couldn't. So that was just not possible. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how it is in Chicago, but here in Vienna, I mean, we have both of these days today. Sometimes, like this weekend, we will have almost 30 degrees Celsius, which I don't know is in Fahrenheit, but it is super warm, I can tell you. It's almost summer. Right, oh, it is summer, actually.
Right on.
Today, it's just 24 degrees here in my room. But compared to the weekend, where I had 20 degrees in my room, this is a lot warmer. And
right on.
Using the water on my body after like 30 minutes or so, I was just feeling really good. Okay, so you're also a lightweight guy. Postage. Hope you did well in the Cat D. I'm always using the scale in the morning, so that's always my morning weight. Zoomed on with an incredible KOM here. 14 minutes, 26 seconds. Probably a TTT. That's super fast. Yeah, okay. TTT. That makes sense. All right, let's check if we already have the GC. Nope, still not. Ooh. Well then, let's check out stage 5. Let's see what is next. So after today, Yeah, I need to upgrade my fan game here. I have one down here, that Whackmaster. I think that's really strong on level 3. That does a really good job. But maybe I will get myself a second one to probably also have like some from behind, some wind. Because also the problem is, now I have it perfectly on my upper body and face, but when I get up, I just have it like here on my like belly and don't really get any wind on my face. So yeah, probably I would also need like some here on my table, but I don't know where to put them all here. But these Whackmaster fans are really amazing. I think for their price, they are around 70 euros, I reckon. They're really strong. You can also use them with the remote. I think they're really popular, so most of the people have those. And I've even seen them at the Zwift camp, like where they were looking for the Alpecin next talent, like that series they used to have. Unfortunately, they don't have it anymore. And yeah, they also used to have them there, which was fun to see that they wouldn't use the Wahoo official ones, but the cheaper Whackmaster ones. So, sorry, back to the overview. So stage 5 is next on the weekend. I will go for it Saturday morning once again. And yeah, it's gonna be a super tough one. I gave it climbing stage rating because we are facing the epic KOM in reverse direction. 46 kilometers, 773 meters of elevation, and my chance to make up some time on the steeper gradients. I also really like that stage. Yep. Let's go stage 5. So, GC Impact 5 stars, and we are facing the epic KOM in reverse direction, including the radio tower. Oh yeah, including the radio tower. Oof, that's gonna be tough. And oh no, sorry, it's not the reverse direction, it's actually the normal direction. Damn. I like the reverse direction more since it's on one hand steeper, and it also has like, it's not steady steep, you also have the downhills in between. So that's like my favorite kind of climbing, if you have some downhills in between to recover quick. Anyone can compete. I'm not sure if it's like public. So if you search for the SISU Racing Club on the companion app, then you can find their events. So join the SISU Racing Club on companion. I'll try to show it to you. So you go to your companion app, to more, and oh no, the clubs on the bottom, and then you search for SISU Racing. It looks like that, and then you have the club events. So I guess the SISU Racing, like the SISU Pinkki Tour events, are hidden, like they're not public, or they are even, I don't know, maybe you even see them. Else this is also a way. I'm not sure, maybe that's for FRR tour. So for some tour, they're kind of hidden. Not sure if that's for the SISU tour or for the FRR tour. But if you can't find them in your events panel, then you can find it definitely like that. So there is the next stage, like stage 4, team, individual time trial, starts in 50 minutes. And stage 5 is on Friday evening, European time, or Saturday. Has different time slots, so not sure where you're located, but European time, they happen Friday 8:30 p.m, Saturday 10 a.m. so Central European time. And they also have like 14, I think, so 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. on Saturday. And then it continues on Tuesday again, like today. Alright, so you can see the stage, so it's all flat except for the Epic KOM. But that's gonna hurt, especially with the radio tower. And the difficult thing will be that the Epic KOM is not really steep. I think it's like a maximum of like 4, 5, 6% throughout the whole climb, except the radio tower, of course. So it is basically draftable, but of course in reality, if the front guys are pushing 6 watts per kilo or more, I will at some point lose touch. But it will be important to hang on for as long as possible and see if I can find a good group where I can draft, make it to the radio tower, and also hopefully hold on there, because on top of radio tower there's still a long downhill. We finish in the jungle area, so that's also where we start. It's pretty similar actually to stage 1, where we also started in the jungle area, kind of did like the coastal line, and then only the Epic KOM bypass intersection, but this time we are doing the Epic KOM climb and the radio tower, and then the downhill, and then back to the jungle fence. Oh, is there Steven? Oh yeah, Steven is already on the bike, warming up, good job. I will be live for around 10 more minutes, and then I will call it a day. And we'll tune in to Steven's stream later after dinner. So make sure to also go and watch Steven suffer hard, hopefully. Alright, so that's stage 5. Hoping for good legs. And we're gonna check. Nope. Still no update for the GC. Let's see if we can still see that today. Or let's see if they maybe have it here already on Zwiftpower. No. Oh yeah, no. Not yet. Whoop. So yeah, I was kind of hoping for a bit more today, but still, probably gotta be happy. The time is definitely faster than I expected, so I was hoping and wishing for a time below 45 minutes, 44, 22, I reckon was my time, so that's a lot faster than I expected, but still, my pacing was not perfect.
Right on.
Well, I feel like I'm getting nightmares from that loop now. It was really painful. And I'm really excited to see the GC. So please, Zwiftpower. I guess that's not in the power of SISU Racing, but Zwiftpower to send the updates Nope, still no. And yeah, Fellowship and Road to Bong are still leading the ranks here in the team classification. Liam's... Oh, I hope did Liam. Let's check if Liam already did the TT. I think he raced on Saturday. Let's check. Cat B. Where is Liam? Liam? Let's see if he already did. Oh yeah, he did. 3.5, I mean 20-minute PB. Good job, Liam. Oh, he did it at the afternoon or lunchtime. I mean, good job, Liam. 3.5 watts per kilo. That's a good progress ever since you started. And also 169 beats per minute. Average heart rate, seems like he did a good pacing there. So as his unofficial coach, good job. Numbers looking good. Yeah, I remember he wrote something in the chat, so he was also racing together with me, both the Saturday stage and also I guess the Saturday stage, like the first stage. But obviously, since he's in Singapore, these time slots here are a bit late for him, because I reckon it's already after midnight in Singapore. Legs feel definitely empty after today. We'll take it easy tomorrow and do some trunk stabilization. And then get myself ready for Saturday, because then we need some climbing legs. The lacing, you mean the pacing? Oh. Weather is like UK at the moment. Love that. I mean, it depends on the rider type you are. For me, it was. Also mentally, knowing like you go into the TT and you know like, oh, this is not really ideal for you as a lightweight rider. And yeah, again, like I like it more if it's more hilly, like that Rolling Highlands TT of the TT Zwift Racing Club I did 2 weeks ago. That's like, yeah, Scotland. You know the roads there. It's like a lot of like up and down, really hilly. So that one you need to always smash it uphill, and then you can recover a bit on the downhill segments. So that's something I prefer. And those flat TTs, you should really pace steady. And again, in best case scenario, you pace it with a negative split. So you start a bit slower, and then in the second half, you go faster. So you don't overheat at the beginning and just try to hold yourself back, find a good rhythm, find a pace that you can hold without a problem. And then again, second half, you increase the pace and empty the tank in the final 3 to 4 minutes. So that's the ideal plan, but again, it's hard for me because I tend to be a bit too motivated in these TTs, so go in really hot. And I wanted to hold back, but I just couldn't today. I was just way too motivated. But that's how it is. I still think I did fine. I lost, like, I had the opposite of a negative split. You call that a positive split, probably. So that's not ideal. But at least I had something left to really send it. I mean, the only good thing is, in second lap, no one overtook me. Mathieu overtook me like end of first lap, and he could increase the gap. But the guys behind me, Kale Karens, and like the other chasers, they were all losing more time. So compared to that, I wasn't really doing it completely wrong. But maybe if I would have paced it a bit more conservatively, I could have been like a handful of seconds faster. But again, like, I'm happy with my time. It was definitely better than expected. And I will see what that means in the GC. Probably top 10 is gone for now, but there's still 3 more stages and chances to make up some positions. So the top 10 is still my big goal. And I guess if I keep on riding all the stages, always in the fastest time slot, it should be possible. Because not everyone will be doing all the stages. So just from that point of view, but of course I wanna get like that top 10 to do really well in the stages and not really get the top 10 because other people kind of quit the stage race. Are you using Google Health, the AI coach, or do you just... And I'm really excited to try out the Google AI coach. I've watched like a tons of videos about it, like also the AI coach, what it tells you. And I can't wait to get these insights from the Google AI coach telling me about my sleep, about my nutrition, and just hopefully be able to optimize a few things. Damn, I still have resistance not working at all. That's really annoying. Okay. I mean, last year I finished in 9th place, but last year it was definitely not as strong as this year, like the competition. I think there were only 17 guys in A category doing all the 7 stages. At this point, it definitely looks like more will do it. So it feels like this year it's more popular, more strong riders. But yeah, still, let's see if they will all commit to 7 stages. So one last try to see if we got the GC. Else we will look into that on Saturday before the race starts. No, unfortunately not, but maybe Steven will look into that after his stage and then he can check it with you. I guess I will be somewhere between Magnus Nielsen and Chris Poole. Magnus definitely overtook me, so I should be between these two. But yeah, there will be a lot of guys ahead. Also, Shamrosik should have overtaken me. Oh, I mean, maybe we can check that. So that was the GC ahead of today's stage. So Thomas Nielsen must have overtaken me. Whoop.
Right on.
Okay, he was 38 seconds faster. Yeah, he has overtaken me. So Thomas Nielsen, Magnus Nielsen, they're definitely ahead of me. And then there's the question if, or maybe it's just the two of them, like these two, and I'm in 11th or 12th. So that's all right. Whoop. All right. Whoop. So that's it for me today. I am done and dusted. Steven, good luck for your TT. I will tune in to watch you suffer. Wishing you all guys a nice evening. See you again on Saturday morning for stage 5. Probably starting the stream at 9:40 a.m. Central European time. And the race will start at 10 a.m. Central European time. Let's hope that I will have my climbing legs prepared for Saturday. I will try to skip the desserts and snacks to also have my climbing weight, because that will definitely be crucial for Saturday. All right, guys. Cheers, Steven. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon again. Bye-bye, guys.